off the crossbar. Goal! And it's just trying to deflect off the goal team. Mitchell left fielder down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
Hello and welcome, folks, to the Flemington Ice Arena, where tonight Central will be taking on Middletown North for the first round of the NJSIAA playoffs here on HCTV. This is obviously a win-or-go-home situation for Central. Skylands is over, and there are no other brackets left, so this is it. This should be an exciting game here tonight. Central got the better of Middletown North in the regular season 4-2, but the playoffs are a different story. If Central can play a clean game tonight and manage puck possession, they should have no trouble advancing tonight. Max Simon's back in the lineup here tonight. Mariah, what does that do for Central defensively?
It definitely bolsters their defensive core. I mean, they've been playing with 4 defensemen constantly throughout the season, and with having a senior as Max Simon's in the lineup, it does provide a bit of like experience and also a bit of a strong bolster for the defensive core.
Yes, and obviously it's going to play a key role. They lost Pileski. Doesn't look like he's going to be out there tonight, so Simons is going to have to fill that role, and Simons, one of their top defensemen, being out almost the entire season, it's definitely hindered this team's ability defensively. So hopefully we see an uptick in some block shots and clearing it out of the zone, getting quick breakout passes, and then we've been saying it all season. It's kind of starting to feel like we're beating a dead horse here, but the second line, needs to put something together tonight, and if that second line can put something together during these playoffs, I mean, this could be a very special run for the Devils here. They've looked strong at points this season. They've beat some very good teams, and I believe watching these guys play, this is a very good team, and it can't be completely well-rounded. I've seen great flashes from every player on this team, so if they can really put it together here in this first night of playoffs, it would be super special.
For sure. The second line, like we said earlier, is kind of like we're going to be beating like a dead horse, but second line has Kyle Easley, a right winger who has the most goals out of that line, and also has the 4th highest point total in the team with 12 points, 7 goals, 5 assists. He can score from anywhere, but his main specialty is shorthanded goals.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like in every big game they've won, Kyle Easley has had a shorthanded goal that spiked the momentum. And I mean, he's just very good at picking the corner on a rush where he might have 2 or 3 guys he's going against, and it's a shot kind of out of nowhere. It's one of the main ways he scores his goals. So, and they always seem to really spark the team. So hopefully tonight we see him maybe score one of those or 2 of those. It'll be a big night for him. So, and we'll see what they bring to the table tonight. And McMillan in goal. He's started every game this season. He's only been pulled out with Matic Polacek as relief once this season. So he's been very solid in net. He's faced an absurd amount of shots, and he's been able to stay pretty centered and make a lot of good saves. So they're asking another good night from him. And we're about to be underway here at the Flemington Ice Arena. Playoffs here on HCTV. It will be Turnbull for the faceoff here for Central. This one is won by Middletown North. They're going to work their way into the zone. That is Jack Wall. He is their lead scorer. It's Joseph Wall, I'm sorry. He has 19 goals, 16 assists, 35 points. He has been one of the top players for this team. Here's Turnbull with an early shot. The rebound's out in front, and they score! We are not a minute in. We are not 30 seconds in. And Central is up 1-0 here on Middletown North. That one bounced right off the goaltender, right in front. Juicy rebound. And then that one was poked in by Catalano. They're saying will poke that one in.
Definitely.
For his 15th of the year. Sorry, Mariah, go ahead.
Definitely a great play by Hunterdon Central, making a barrage of shots in the zone. I love seeing Central, after missing that shot, if it bounced off the post, Central got back on the possession quickly and sent a barrage of shots against Middletown's goalie.
Speaking of Middletown's goalie, it looks like tonight, I actually can't see the number right now as to who they've gone with, but goaltending has definitely been an issue for this team. They've not been steady, very inconsistent. They have not really found a starter that they can consistently rely on night in and night out. That is Sweet getting pushed into the boards hard, and then somehow no call came out of that exchange, but we'll see. They're saying here, and they're going to give Sweet a trip here.
He got a tripping penalty, but he was tripped?
He was pushed into the boards. I mean, the refs saw the trip at the end of it, but, I mean, there was definitely a trip by Sweet on the play, but that was after he was checked. It looked like a cross-check from behind into the boards. So, I mean, sometimes that's how it goes with the calls. So, Central's just going to have to kill this one off here. So he's going to back out here for someone that is not on my sheet. And now Catalano's going to strip it here. Can he get a second? Oh, he almost does. Catalano with a great read on the pass. Sent him in. Almost made it a 2-goal game early on here on the penalty kill. In comes Middletown North. That's Jack Turner, the second goal scorer on this team. He has 18 goals, 15 assists for 33 points. That was a shot that's gloved down in front by Catalano and cleared away. And dropped in. Joseph Wall will collect it here for Middletown North. Wall with a nice play off the boards to move it along. Inside the blue line, he's going to take a shot. McMillan's going to glove that with ease.
That was a great attempt by Catalano earlier in the period as he tried to go shorthanded. Like I said, this team can spark momentum through shorthanded goals. We said about easily. Catalano can do as well.
And Catalano's got some great speed, and he's got great finish. He's got 15 goals this season, 12 assists, third on the team in points. He's part of that massively important first line for this central team. So, majorly important player, and he's got a lot of flash. He's got a lot of speed. Definitely a great playmaker for Central. So we'll do this again as the faceoff will be sent back down. Turner on the faceoff for Middletown North. Oh, and a nice move by the defenseman wearing number 43. Unfortunately, I don't have his name. NG.com not always completely reliable as far as sheets go. And Easley's got the speed. Look out. Here comes Kyle Easley. He's in shorthanded. We're just talking about how he can score shorthanded, and he got a sharp angle shot off. Flynn will chip this in. I believe Flynn leads defenseman for Central in points. He's with 10. 10 assists for John Flynn. Called him that a couple times. That is not his name, unfortunately. John Flynn's been a very solid defenseman for Central this entire season. We haven't talked about him that much, but he's had a very steady stick in front of the net. Now Catalano's breaking it again here as teams are back to full strength. Turnbull will come out. It's going to be skated in by Harrison. Harrison sent one on net, and that was gloved by McMillan. Yeah, John Flynn has been very solid defensively right in front of the net. He's been good at blocking shots. He gets in the lanes. He makes good poke checks. He makes good plays at the blue line, typically even in the offensive zone. So he's been an important part of this team, and I feel like we haven't given him enough credit for what Central has been able to do defensively this season.
Agreed. He's like an unsung hero for this team. Rarely ever sung, and he's definitely an asset that this team will miss next year as he's a senior.
There are a lot of assets this team will miss next year.
Yeah.
Almost this entire team's points have been scored by seniors this year, and outside of Kyle Easley, Brady Kelleher, there's not much on this team that will be here next year. Turnbull's going to flip it in. That one is stick down by Czerny. Rolls around behind the net. Czerny's going to poke it ahead. And a nice pass off the boards there. This one is skated in by Imbrali. He takes a shot. That one was blocked in front there by Griffin Dunn. It's another name I forgot to mention who will be here next year. The sophomore defenseman. He's been very solid this season. This defensive pair will be here next year. That being Griffin Dunn and Matt Forbes. Here's Dunn. He's going to work his way around the referee here and skate it away. Tries to put it into the zone. It's off a Middletown player in front. What a nice hit by Dunn. Right. The edge there. And for some reason, the goaltender is now standing in the penalty box. This is Middletown North's goaltender. Has been thrown in the penalty box. I didn't see what was happening behind the play, and I just noticed it right now. Kind of a silly moment. So there's a new goaltender in there, much bigger goaltender for Middletown North. So penalty to the goalie, it doesn't look like there's been a change in the amount of skaters on the ice there are. Here's Flynn. He's looking ahead to Easley. This one's bounced around in front. Now it's taken back the other way. And Kelleher will get on it for Central. Kelleher will go to Easley. Easley working his way through. Easley with the good hands. Had his stick kind of slashed away from him there, but no call. This one goes into the corner here for Kelleher. Kelleher will send it across. He had Sweet, but the pass didn't connect. Murphy tries to put it past the Middletown defender there, but can't quite do it. Here comes Kelleher with a nice body there to get the puck back for Central, and they'll dump it back in. That will go on net, and Middletown North will settle it here. The defenseman wearing number 43 is going to send it all the way down. That went off Jack Turner's stick, so no icing, and it actually went all the way to McMillan, so no icing regardless.
Sometimes teams put their goalies in the penalty box for extra bench space. I mean, Watchung Hills did that when they were playing against us. I think Randolph as well.
I'm not sure what the call is because there's definitely a different goalie in net right now. So I think there was an actual call on the goaltender as now Catalano's going to break it in here. He's going to take a shot. That one went off his stick in front and went high. Here's Meyer on the puck. Meyer's going to send it across, but this is collected by Middletown North and Joseph Wall. Joseph Wall with Jack Turner. He'll take a shot and a save made by McMillan.
What I've been noticing is McMillan has been showing a lot of rubber today. He's been robbing really good shots at Middletown North has.
They're pretty close. They have some similarities, I would say. This one's won back by Central. It's going to go around behind the net. Here is Turnbull. Turnbull with a nice move into the zone. Turnbull with a sharp angle shot that's swallowed up in front. Unfortunately, the way the numbers are here, so this is number 35, and that is not on my sheet as well, so
this is not good.
I can't quite tell you who's in goal right now for Middletown North. Don't want to get it wrong and don't know what is correct, but I can tell you it's either John Gatto, Tyler Armigan, or Michael Carmody. I'm assuming Michael Carmody will get the start tonight. He has the best stats out of the crew. But Tyler Armigan has gotten quite a few minutes as well. That pass was intended for Imbrali. He'll get on it with a shot. That's blocked away in front. Oh, danger zone there for, this is an interesting name. It's Dominic Marnaza. He's got 12 goals, 4 assists. Another important part of this Middletown North team. He had a chance there to make it a 1-1 game, and he's got another chance here. He put that right in front there. Marnaza is taken by Meyer here. Meyer trying to find a way to get it out of the zone. Looking for Catalano, but that one was too far, so it will be an icing.
Just as we said, like Middletown North has been applying pressure right now in our zone. I mean, they could have centered a good pass and get into the net, but McMillan has been being calm and standing on his head. As we are seeing, he's a very reliable goaltender for us this year. Great stats.
has been very solid in net. No reason to want to start anyone else there. This one's going to slide all the way down and be played here. Oh, Murphy almost got a chance there with it, but Harrison's going to skate it away there for Middletown North, but Kelleher's back on it. Sweet can't get it past the stick of Harrison, and Harrison will fire it in, and McMillan will actually snag that one.
That's a great catch by McMillan. Like, shot from the midpoint of the neutral zone, snagged that. Pretty impressive. Now, Brady Kelleher is taking the face-off against Middletown Hunterdon Central. And Hunterdon Central is getting back in possession easily with a puck battle in the corner. As number 17 for Middletown North skates the puck up the ice. 43 gets back in possession for Middletown North.
So here's Flynn. Have a talk with the TD real quick right there. Trying to figure out who's in net right now for Middletown North. It's not anyone on the sheet. It very well could be Michael Carmody. It would make sense, but he's actually been pulled out, and there's a goaltender in the penalty box. And I feel like the goaltender who's in the penalty box is the goalie who started this game, because there's a size difference in net right now.
For sure. I mean, a lot of goalies are really tall people. I mean, that's why goalies are like 6 feet tall at least, so they can cover as much net as possible. I mean, the net's only 4 feet tall. So having a goaltender that has 2 feet above that net is important.
So going to be sent out here. Flynn will get on it, but that one was out of the zone. So, or played with a high. It was played with a high stick. I didn't quite see where the high stick was, but that's what the refs called that time.
No one went to the box?
No, it's just the puck was played with a high stick. And this one's staying in here for Middletown North. This one goes all the way across. Catalano is able to collect it. Catalano tried to get it past the stick of Turner. He could not, and this one is taken ahead here by Meyer. Meyer leads the team in goals as of right now with 20. Turnbull has 19. Turnbull leads in points, 19 goals, 18 assists. There's a shot for Catalano with a good opportunity, and there's the penalty call there as Meyer was held pretty aggressively, and
Catalano was having none of that as he tries to shove Middletown, the Middletown player who held Meyer, and now he's going to the box with the goalie.
Yeah, the goalie and so it looks like a high stick call. Didn't quite see exactly what happened there, but all I saw was Meyer get jerked back pretty violently, so generally a good cause for any penalty call. It's going to be dropped back here for Winston Sweet. Sweet tried to put it. Well, Sweet got it to Turnbull. He tried to put it across. Oh, there's a shot that got through. The rebound for Easley had a chance. Oh, and another chance there for Catalano in front of the net. That one gets cleared out. McMillan will collect. He'll leave it for Sweet. Winston Sweet behind the net. Send it up for Catalano. Catalano pokes it into the zone. Easily able to make a nice play on it there, but it was a little too far for Catalano's stick. And now Joseph Wall with a shorthanded opportunity here for Middletown North. Nice poke check from Sweet to turn it the other way, but Turner's there for Middletown North. This one's going to go all the way back to the defense here for Middletown North. Number 43 is going to give it a nice little flick into McMillan, and McMillan's going to cover as Turner was bearing down on Griffin Meyer.
Hunterdon Central, with the barrage of shots, have been able to get a goal early in the game. If they continue that strategy and getting rebounds off the goaltender, it's definitely going to benefit them with getting offensive chances.
Face-off win there for Turnbull, and what have they called here? And it looks like they're sending Turnbull to the box right now. And Turnbull's demanding an explanation.
It's a hooking call against
Turnbull.
Turnbull.
Hooking on Turnbull, and he's a little frustrated, as he should be. It's an interesting call. I mean, you can't be too biased against the refs. They're just doing their best. They're out here, just so we can have a game. But It's a little questionable. A couple calls here. Oh, that one came right in front. A good defensive play there from Flynn. He got his stick in front of it. This one's battled for in the corner here. Flynn wins the battle, but can't get it past the stick of Harrison, who keeps it in. There's a shot. Oh, and he had his man across the way. That was Imbrali who had a chance at it. And now Imbrali gets another shot and another stick in front from Flynn. What a sequence there from John Flynn as he was able to get in front of just about every opportunity that Middletown North had there.
So I think the goalie stays long in the penalty box because he's taking his helmet off.
Oh, I think they might have just done that to have some extra bench space, as I think you said that earlier.
Yeah, I mean, Watchung Hills had to put their goalie in the penalty box. I was sitting in the first period while you were up there, and I was like, oh, why is
there's a shot and they score.
Oh, God.
That was Shane Harrison with a ripper from the blue line that just found the corner. That's a tough one there for Central. They didn't want to let that one go. And that was on 4-on-4, so Turnbull will stay in the box. That's a big goal there from Shane Harrison. That would be his 10th on the season. He's got quite a blast from the point. Look out there as Turner's coming in quick, and now Joseph Wall. A little bit of momentum here for Middletown North. There's a nice move by Easley. Easley has some space. Easley working his way in. He shoots, and a save made. The rebound's there. And we're going to say, we're pretty sure this is Michael Carmody in net, and he made a remarkable save there on Kyle Easley as he had some speed coming through.
Kyle Easley is known for working well on the PK and the power play and creating offense. I mean, he's known for shorthanded goals. I think he had 2 or 3 on the season.
Yeah, he's got quite a bit of speed. Easley does, and there's not much when he gets in that open ice. It's very hard for teams to catch up to him. But one thing you did notice is there's a rifle there from Sweet that's a little bit wide, and Carmody will cover. But you saw Shane Harrison, the goal scorer, sprinting back, and he was actually able to catch up to Easley in some way. And that probably made it so Easley couldn't quite do the move and deke that he, maybe would have been best for him. But either way, Easley was pretty much had bodied the defender off. Sweet will chip in, and big collision there with Easley and Wall in front there, and fans want a penalty. And out of the box comes Matthew Teresi. I believe that's Teresi for Middletown North. This one's gloved down in front there by Wall, and he eventually sent it over. Teresi's going to send it back here. And there's a shot. Oh, dangerous play there as McMillan was far out of his cage. And Harrison again. Harrison with a shot. That came through, and McMillan's able to make the save there. That one looked like it might have changed direction.
Great on McMillan staying calm after that goal let in earlier in the period. It's important to stay composed as a goaltender, have short-term memory, and don't let a goal get to your head. And it's Hunterdon Central's job to get back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, McMillan has done a good job of that this entire season, keeping his head in the game. This is a power play here for Middletown North, so Central's going to have to make some moves here, get this out of the zone. 14 seconds to go. There's a rifle that was just wide of the net. Bounced off the side there for Joseph Wall. He put a lot on that shot. 9 seconds remain on the power play for Middletown North. Middletown North are the Lions. Maybe I could start saying that instead of saying their entire high school name every single time they touch the puck.
Yeah.
Here's Flynn, and the Lions will get on it here with Harrison. He tries to rifle one, but Griffin Meyer got in the way. That one sent back into the corner here as Flynn will collect it. And Turnbull coming out of the box here. Here's Robbie Turnbull. He's going to try and work his way in, and a nice defensive play there from the Lions. Middletown North, that is. This one is going to be moved along and in by Turnbull looking for Catalano. Now this is going to drop all the way back out here and be collected by Griffin Dunn. Griffin Dunn is going to try and bounce it off the boards for Flynn. And it, one way or another, eventually gets to Flynn. Here's Meyer. Meyer tries to work his way around Czerny, but couldn't quite do that as Czerny is holding his position well. Meyer is going to work it. Meyer, Dunn, the other Griffin on the team, is going to try and work it around the back. He took a big hit, but he stays strong. Now North will get back on it here. Dunn, work his way forward. Griffin Dunn with a nice move to get it into the zone. He'll send across. Dunn will get back on it again. He'll send it back into the attacking zone for Central here as Matos was on it for a second there. Here's a shot. Good stop by McMillan. The rebound's out. Staying on it here. Working to keep it in. A nice stop there from McMillan. He's able to see it through the bodies in front. There's definitely some hitting in this one. There's a chance there for... Well, there was a chance for Teresi to enter the zone, but it was canceled out by a stick, and it goes out of play.
This is a very chippy game. I mean, it's state playoffs, and it's going to be chippy. It's going to be aggressive, and all teams want a goal. They want to win. They want to get it past the first round, and Middletown North isn't someone to be messed around with or be underestimated. They are 9-11 this season. I would say we have a pretty similar record to them, so we can't really underestimate them.
I don't think Central's underestimated this team at all. This is a good hockey team. They got a lot of speed. They found their stride later in the season, so this is a team that's playing with a lot of momentum. And that's right in front there. Forbes, nice play off the backboards to get it. And this one's still there, and easily is able to send it up. Kelleher's going to try and win the race, but the Lions win the race instead, so it will be an icing. Mariah, I feel like, would you be a little disappointed if there wasn't a physical element to this game? It is a playoff game.
I mean, I would kind of be disappointed. I mean, it's hockey. It's usually pretty physical.
I have to say, they have not disappointed tonight. There's been quite a bit of hitting from both sides, and interesting to see how this progresses.
Yeah, it's a tight, chippy matchup, and Middletown North is on a 4-game heater right now, and we can't let them continue that. It's either go big or go home.
That is true. Here's Catalano. He'll send it in. This one's going to be frozen by Comardy. And Central will get an offensive face-off opportunity. They haven't had many of those so far early on in this one. With 1:21 to go in the first period here, it's going to be Turnbull. He'll win it back. Meyer with a shot off the face-off. That rebound snuck out, but it was a good stop there from Carmody. That puck is going to find its way to the stick of Gottschalk. And now this one bounces off a skate in front. Oh, that was a dangerous play there. As that found the stick of a Lions player right in front of the net. Catalano had his stick lifted from behind, but Catalano was able to get back on it. Popped it up high. Harrison was on it there. Nope, not Harrison. Check that. That was Matos. And now Sweet. Get it back across here for Forbes. This one is flicked in by Catalano. 30 seconds remain in the first period here. From behind the net. North will start the rush, but it's canceled out here by Central. Central just can't seem to get themselves together. Organized opportunities here. McMillan was almost caught behind his net there. Now Sweet is going to work his way forward. Sweet couldn't get it past the stick of Harrison there, and this one will go all the way back in, and time will expire on the first period here for Central. Back and forth game here, 1-1. Stay with us. This should be an interesting one.
Tyler Rodriguez here, joined with Winston Sweet at the end of the first period here. Winston, what was said kind of before the game, and what went differently where you guys started so electrically, so fast with that early goal?
Oh, we're just taking it one shift at a time, one shot at a time, one shift. Like I said, just one thing at a time.
And what are your thoughts not going into the rest of the game? Looks kind of pretty even out there after you guys started on such a high.
Yeah, we just got to keep pushing the pace, shift by shift, and put some pucks in the back of the net.
Winston, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the second period here on HCTV of the first round of the NJSIAA playoffs. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Can we simplify that, New Jersey, please? Can we simplify that? It's all right. Anyway, so if you're just joining us here, it's a 1-1 game. Teams have looked pretty even, although Middletown North has kind of had the pressure in the last half of that first period. 1-1 game. They were able to score with a remarkable shot from Shane Harrison after an early goal from Michael Catalano off of a rebound in front. So Central just needs to get back on it, don't you think?
Yeah,
Mariah?
We need to get back on the horse. Don't take our foot off the gas pedal. It's all gas, no brakes. We need to score. We need to create a barrage.
Central's been very good at sticking it in, very close games, staying consistent, staying with it, and hopefully they can continue to do that tonight. So, should be set here pretty soon to start the second period. McMillan had a solid first period, made a couple good saves. Nothing too crazy in front of the net for McMillan to deal with, but there was that one hefty shot from Shane Harrison that found the corner on McMillan. There wasn't much he could have done. I mean, he made a sprawling save with the blocker maybe, but it was just a really good shot, and there's just no way he really could have gone on top of that one. So Central's going to come out here, see what they start the period with. Looks like the top line will start the period along with the defense pairing of Flynn and Sweet.
And the goalie for Middletown's back in his penalty box.
Yeah, so we've confirmed that they're just doing that for extra space.
Yeah.
Obviously, it makes sense. There was nothing the goalies did or anything like that.
Yeah.
So Michael Carmody is going to be standing in net here for Middletown North. He has also confirmed that. So we're set here for the second period as Flynn will take it here off the face-off win from Turnbull. He'll dump it into the corner. This one is collected here by Matos. And Turnbull will get a nice intercept. Turnbull getting it in front, and he sent it wide. This is taken here by Manaza. Dropped back here to the defense, and Manaza will send it across, and now Sweet will turn it back the other way for Central. Catalano was looking for someone in the center, but there was no one there. Flynn trying to beat his man. Manaza gets back on it. Marnaza. Sorry, I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name tonight. Sure I have. Here's Turnbull. Turnbull's going to get up here to Griffin Meyer. Meyer, nice move in. He's going to send one that was right in front. What a save! What a save by Michael Carmody on the rebound. That was almost a sure goal there. Believe that was Catalano who had the shot on that rebound. And here comes Marnaza. He's harassed by Sweet, and he ends up off the puck. Matos will keep it in here for the Lions. Marnaza is going to get it in here for Imbrali. Imbrali's going to send it back here for Matos. Matos with a shot that's wide of the net. And Marnaza with another shot and a save made by McMillan. That rebound came out in front. There's a shot from Matos, and McMillan gets it with the glove.
That was a great save by Matthew McMillan. If that puck was even poked by the Lions, it would have went in. That's a great save. He's standing on his head. He's very, very calm. And that was a very similar goal that Catalano almost had.
Teresi was right in front of the net. He almost had a chance to redirect that, but McMillan stuck his glove out in front. Turner will try and work it for Middletown North as Teresi is now in the corner battling with Murphy and Dunn. Kelleher couldn't get the beat on that puck. This one comes out right in front, and it just came off the stick of Teresi. A little weird. If not, it would have been a 2-1 lead for Middletown North, and back they come the other way. Here's Shane Harrison, the goal scorer, looking for Joseph Wall. This one's intercepted in front. There's a shot and a big stop by McMillan. Central starting to skate on the back of their heels a little bit here, and there is McMillan covering it. So a couple of chances there in a row there for the Lions.
They've been putting us Hunterdon Central under a barrage, and when I interviewed Coach Murphy for the Lamp, he's very, very a conservative-minded coach. He cares about defense more than offense, and I would feel like he's not happy with the defensive performance right now as we're giving them many offensive chances in our defensive zone. It's not great, but we need to get this out of the zone and be able to create a scoring chance for us.
Yeah, and I mean, so we talked about Simons being back in. He's not really back in. We haven't seen him at all on the ice, and I think they're thinking if we're going to do a deeper playoff run, maybe let's not risk injuring Max Simons. So, sorry, there, a little bit of a moment where I need to clear my throat, and Kelleher got knocked into the boards, and there's some deliberation. And
I think Keller got knocked into the board as they were in the middle of a line change, possibly.
Kind of an interesting situation. Anyway, it doesn't look like Simons is really going to skate tonight, and they've lost Pileski, so now they're down 3 defensemen, and Pileski, Simons, and you kind of forget that they haven't had us this entire season, and without those 3, those are 3 really big names, and Kelleher was tripped up right in the center there, no call, and now Murphy will send it ahead. Harrison couldn't get on it, but the man behind him did. This one's going to get sent all the way down. McMillan won't touch it, so it's an icing. So an offensive zone face-off for Central.
This will be a great opportunity for Hunterdon Central to potentially get themselves on the board again to increase the lead. We haven't been able to get many offensive zone face-offs, and Hunterdon Central has not been usually a face-off team this year. We've seen them lose more face-offs than win some.
That is true, but they're one of their best face-off men, that being Robbie Turnbull, is going to be taking this one, and he almost got on it, and Meyer eventually did. That one took a weird bounce in front of the net. Sweet. We'll get the hand pass call there as Sweet gloved that down, but it didn't go to his stick, so Meyer touched it. This will be an offensive zone face-off for Middletown North.
Middletown can capitalize on this if they're successful too.
One back by Central. That's Flynn who will send it for Meyer. Meyer's able to get on it. Meyer was looking for Turnbull, but Turnbull was in the center of the ice. And here's Flynn. Flynn almost got it up to Meyer, but it misses his stick. So we'll go right back to where we started that little exchange at the, maybe not right back. It looks like we're going to go to the right dot instead of the left dot. But either way, another offensive zone face-off for Middletown North. And Central really just needs to get out of their end. They've been in their end almost this entire, the entire back half of the first period and most of the start of this second. Here's Catalano. He's looking to settle it, and he gets it to Flynn, who tries to work forward. Some nice moves, but Catalano will get on it. He'll drop it into the zone. See if Turnbull tried to get his stick on it there to keep it in. And now Meyer will get a shot off that will go to the corner. Just trying to get some offensive zone time here is Catalano. He's put it into the corner, see if anyone can chase. There was no one there. Here comes Meyer. He has Turnbull with him, and the pass did not connect. My goodness, a big opportunity that's just a little bit off there, and there's a shot. That one blocked and changed directions. That could have been dangerous there for Central. Here's Meyer. Meyer with a move. Oh, and he got himself pickpocketed there by the Middletown North defender. But here is Turnbull with a shot. A save made by Carmody. The rebound almost came out, but Carmody's able to stay on it. And now a little bit of frustration in the corner there from both teams. I believe Easley gave a little shove there.
This is a great opportunity for Central to potentially get themselves on the board. With the save by Carmody, it allows them to have an offensive zone face-off and potentially like the lamp.
Kelleher couldn't get that one, but was caught up in the sticks of the skates of the ref, not the sticks. The ref does not have sticks. And this is now, let's see if Forbes can keep it in. He can't. So they're going to say offside, so that's going to come right to the dot just side of the blue line. So we've kind of seen a lot of in between the blue lines play with a couple of opportunities here from both teams. So here's Yarrow. He's going to send this one in for Kelleher. Ooh, and that one was Joseph Wall spinning around and sprawling. And they're going to say a hand pass, but Wall is slow to get up, and that would be he seems fine. I think he wanted a penalty. So
the refs have been
it's been an interesting game tonight with the refs. Very little penalties being called. We've seen quite a few out here. New line combination for Central. It's Meyer, Catalano, and Peter Carpi. He's out there wearing number 19.
It's been interesting with the refs. They've been not calling certain penalties. Like a lot of tripping penalties, a lot of boarding, a lot of cross-checking penalties have not been called tonight on Middletown North and Hunterdon Central. It's definitely interesting. I mean, refs are human, so it's a lot of human error out there. It's a fast-paced game.
Well, Mariah, you also have to remember it's the playoffs, so little calls, stuff like that, they're going to let that stuff go, and they're going to let these guys play. So on this one comes all the way up to Meyer. Meyer with the opportunity. Oh, he just kind of poked it a little too far forward, so the goalie got on it. This one's brought back the other way here. This is Joseph Wall, but it's stripped from him by Catalano, but Middletown North is right back on it. Here's Wall with a shot. Oh, and what a save made by McMillan, who got over. Man, the play's just moving too fast for my brain to keep up with my mouth. Here is Shane Harrison working with it against Peter Carpi. Now Forbes will get on it for Central. Forbes tries to knock it forward. This one got right in front. Forbes gets the beat on it. Matthew Forbes with some nice moves to bring it forward. Forbes works it into the zone. Forbes trying to generate some offense. A good forecheck from Forbes. He's still on it. He's going to bring it back the other way, and now Easley will get on it. Easley has a chance at it here. He's going to play it back down in for Turnbull. Turnbull tries to drop it back for Easley. Doesn't quite make it there. Here's Flynn. Flynn going to try and work his way in. This one comes back. Sweet's got to be careful as Joseph Wall's all over him. Oh, and Sweet with a couple nice hits there. And now Sweet keels over as it looks like he got hit hard. And now it's taken away by Kelleher. There's just so much action happening in this period. And so many close chances, but no one's getting the stick on them. Kelleher tries to bat it back for Easley. This one's going to be sent out. This one's going for Wall. Look out, here comes Wall. He tries to go around the other side, and McMillan sprawling across to make the stop. Oh boy, it was trickling its way towards the net, and Matt McMillan got across. My goodness.
Oh my God, that was exhilarating to watch. That was a little scary, but we're noticing the line changes, and I talked to Coach Zonto, who's one of the assistant coaches here for Hunterdon Central, for the hockey team, and he's also a freshman soccer coach. He's told me that they changed the lines recently ever since the Skylands tournament against Pingree. They separated the Catalano, Meyer, and Turnbull line, and I think they put Meyer and Turnbull with Easley, and then Carpy moves up.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. You might want to spread your playmakers out a little bit so they can really get those other guys blossoming as well. So I think that could be a good philosophy here, as we've seen a little bit of a change in the pace of the game here as that line change was just made. They started out with the original lines they've been running all season. Here's a shot. That rebound is right in front. Oh, and no Central player could get a stick on that. And now here comes Middletown North. They've got an odd man rush. There's the shot, and that one glances off the side of McMillan. Oh, and this one is fanned on, and here comes Turnbull. Turnbull working it in. Turnbull with a shot and a save made by Cromartie, and somehow there's no call on Kelleher there as he was tripped down, and
oh no. He might be slow to get up.
He's a little slow to get up, but he seems to be all right.
I saw McMillan trying to skate out of the crease. They're probably going to do
so
like
they will actually call it. I didn't see the hand go up, so luckily that was called. I mean, I was watching that. It had to be one of the most obvious interference penalties I've ever seen, but you know, it's just been how it's been tonight. So luckily they get the call. So it's a power play here for Central. This is a big opportunity and a big moment. So the top line will get back out here for Central. They're not going to be broken up on this power play. Here's Turnbull. Turnbull gets it taken from him by Turner, and now we're going to settle down a little bit as Sweet loses the puck, and that one luckily went off the skate of Joseph Wall, or else that would have been quite the rush for Middletown North. Here comes Easley. See if Easley can settle things out here for Central. Maybe slow the play down a little bit, get some control. Here's Meyer. Meyer for Sweet. Sweet, oh, it puts it right on net. Catalano had a backhander there that redirected the shot, but it was almost like Carmody knew where it was going.
A little earlier, I noticed McMillan tried to skate out of the net. They're potentially going to add like an extra skater situation, but that's
tried to skate out of the net because I think there was a delayed penalty, but I'm not 100% sure. Here's Turnbull. Send it across for Meyer. There's a chance for Sweet. He scores! Winston Sweet! And beautiful setup there on the power play for Central, and it's a power play goal for Sweet, and it's the go-ahead goal here in this one with 6:28 to go in the second period here. It's 2-1 Devils.
This is huge because this could be the spark plug to force more offense out of Hunterdon Central. Winston Sweet, one of the best offensive defensemen for Hunterdon Central. He can score goals. He also can play forward, which is definitely...
He can play anywhere on the
ice. Yeah, he's like a rover. It's crazy.
A rover? That's funny.
It used to be a position in the NHL, but...
Oh, I never heard of that. I've been a hockey fan for a long time. That's some new terminology for me there. Thank you, Mariah.
Of course.
What a shot from Sweet, but it was a beautiful setup on that power play. Tic-tac-toe, that's what we wanted to see from this team here, and we've been kind of missing it in this game so far. They just haven't seemed to know where each other are and haven't been able to make the passes they want to make, but that was what they were looking for there. And the hand is up again here as another power play opportunity here coming up for Central, and they'll get on it, and looks like a big hit in the corner there on Turnbull as he's a little slow to get up, and it looks like Joseph Wall is going to be sent to the penalty box here. And now another one in the penalty box, maybe Middletown North.
It was an illegal hit to the head, as the ref said to the scorekeeper down below.
Yeah, still just a 2-minute penalty, but it looked like a bad hit in that corner there. I guess that didn't get called, so I thought maybe Central might have had an opportunity to 5-on-3 because it looked like there might have been a boarding penalty committed on Turnbull, but it's going to be the illegal hit to the head that happened in the offensive zone from Joseph Wall, as now Turner's working with it on the penalty kill here for Middletown North, and he gets his legs taken out from under him. And the Lions wanted a penalty, but they won't get it. Here's Sweet. Sweet's going to try and settle it. Here comes Sweet. Sweet almost overskated the puck there, and he goes back behind. Is down to 1:15 on this power play. Here's Meyer. Meyer with Easley. Easley's on it now. Easley loses it behind his legs, and now is able to recover and get it back to Meyer with a shot. That one's blocked away in front. Here is Catalano. He'll get it back to Sweet, who rifles it wide, and now Easley is going to fight with Shane Harrison for it on the boards, and here's Catalano trying to free it up. That one bounced out, and it should be an offensive zone faceoff here for Central.
Easley with the puck battle. He is, I think, 6'2", one of the taller guys on the team. Him and Yarrow, both underclassmen, being the taller guys on this squad, definitely use their physicality for the better for this team. When you're tall and you're that size, you need to use your physicality.
And they're both quite tall. They can be they can be bruisers at times. They're pretty good at playing aggressively. That's what you want out of those guys. And see if Central can, the second wave of the power play out there now. Dunn with a nice move. Dunn staying on it. Dunn's going to work it into the zone. He got it over to Flynn. Flynn's able to get back on it. He tries to shoot it. That one comes off of his stick, and now back they come the other way. Opportunity, and that is going to be a penalty, and I just want to, again, one of the most obvious trips you've ever seen. So
yeah, I mean, is 43 a defenseman for this squad, or we don't know? 43
is a defenseman for this squad. They're going to take Michael Murphy for this one here.
I could compare them to Luke Hughes or Quinn Hughes. I mean, that was a pretty fast skate into the zone. I mean, they're known for being speedy skaters and for their escape.
And he does wear number 43, so there is that comparison as well.
Yeah.
And now Middletown North, they have got the 4-on-4 here. They've looked really good on this PK. There's a shot that comes in front. The rebound's there too, and Millen's able to swallow that up. Here's Turner from behind the net. Turner tried to take a sharp angle shot, but it was blocked away. And now it's a power play here for Middletown North. This one cuts across. Shot, that one's off the pipe. This one's in the center. What a nice stick there from Meyer to save a goal, and this one is now sent away by Meyer. Here is Shane Harrison for the Lions. This one bounces off of Wall's stick, and this might be an ice here. It is an ice.
This is huge for Hunterdon Central. They're shorthanded right now, and they could potentially spark up some offense. I mean, they do that a lot with their shorthanded goals on the PK. Kyle Easley's known for that. I mean, Catalano had an attempt earlier in the game.
Catalano had a big shorthanded opportunity early on, but we haven't seen any more of that action. Maybe a chance off this face-off. If they win it, they do. Here's Sweet with a shot. That one doesn't get to the net as it went off the skates of Shane Harrison. Joseph Wall. Joseph Wall is going to work his way forward. That one is too far for the man he was looking for. I believe he was looking for Turner. It's sent back in here by Central. And they're going to work their way in here with Shane Harrison. Harrison, the goal scorer for this Middletown team. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. That was off the stick of Marnaza. Harrison with a shot. Blocked away in front by Flynn. This one goes off the hand of Joseph Wall, and Joseph Wall will recollect it here. Pressured by Easley. Wall will spin off again. Found number 43, again, not on my sheet, unfortunately. Here's Easley. Easley does this a lot. Oh, and he had Turnbull, but it went through his stick. Unfortunately, there's Easley, the catalyst of another shorthanded opportunity for this Central team. Here's Marnaza. Oh, he overskates the puck, and Turnbull was almost there to collect it up. Poked away in front by, oh, and another nice poke from Meyer. Power play has expired for Middletown North, And a nice steal from Meyer as Meyer tries to get it away. Went off of his skate in front. It's kind of a hack fest over there to get it out of the zone. And then eventually Marnaza sends it back in. Here's Flynn. Flynn got caught in the skates of Meyer and he couldn't quite get it out. Here's Catalano. That Meyer, Turnbull, Catalano line is back out again and back together. McMillan will leave it here for Sweet. Sweet gonna send it up for Catalano. Sweet back to Catalano, and they're gonna get this. Looks like they're gonna get the slash here on Meyer as he took the stick out. I believe Joseph Wall's hands.
The power play will continue into the third period as it's only 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock here for the second period itself.
Yeah, I did say they needed to play a clean game, and unfortunately they have not done that so far, and I feel like that is one of the main reasons why this Lions team is so close, but no one's really playing a clean game out there tonight.
It's playoffs. It's going to be chippy. It's going to be undisciplined. People are going to get frustrated. That's hockey. It's going to happen. Like, it's such a close game, and Middletown's that close from tying it up, and so Central wants to capitalize on their lead that they have. So, of course, people are going to be frustrated. Of course, they're going to be undisciplined with penalties.
Central so far has been looking pretty good on this kill. It easily looked like he was trying to set up another shorthanded attempt there. Flynn ended up rifling it in, and it went off of a body in front and out. So it'll be an offensive zone face-off here with 1 minute and 3 to go in this second period, and
potential face-off violation.
Someone went early there.
So
we'll try this again.
I think they kicked out someone from Middletown North as Turnbull remained on the draw.
Here's Sweet. Sweet with an opportunity. That got redirected in front by Easley. That one went off the head of, I believe, Caden Kirk. Oh, that one was right in front. Oh, and it was too high as McMillan jumps to try and grab that. Now there's a chance here for Central. Oh, it's just behind Easley's stick. And now look out. Here comes Teresi. Put it in the center. McMillan dives across and sends it out.
Oh, God.
And Sweet is tripped. And now
they think it's a dive by Winston Sweet.
This is just a...
Oh, God. This is getting heated.
There is some serious frustration on that Middletown bench, and I mean, there's definitely been some interesting calls in that one. I couldn't quite see what happened. Yeah, McMillan was out, sprawled out. There's a good chance it could have been what tripped Sweet. And I'm pretty sure based on the reaction it was a little too much for it to not be true, but it definitely could have been a misplaced call there. But there's been calls. This has gone both ways in this game for sure. Believe me, despite the bias on this channel, we can be honest about that. There's a shot that's wide from Turnbull. Here's Flynn. Flynn, that one was blocked away in front. Now look out. Here comes Wall. Save made by McMillan at the end of the period, and here is Winston Sweet getting involved now.
Oh,
everyone getting tied up there as I think Sweet is trying to take Wall to task for that shot late in the period, and he's going for it. Here they go, some fighting in high school playoff hockey
here. A face wash. Oh, God.
Look at Sweet go. Winston Sweet taking on 2 players over there, and there's a good chance he's out of this game. And
instigator penalty on Hunterdon Central. I bet the fans are loving that playoff hockey fighting.
Oh, my goodness. There's definitely some energy behind the bench there, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this one.
I bet Winston Sweet is definitely chirping them for sure.
And Sweet's got a big old smile on his face right now. Wall's been quite frustrated throughout this whole game, and you can kind of see it brewing for a bit. We're going to go in
to
the second intermission here.
It's a penalty box sandwich.
It is a penalty box sandwich. Anyway, we're going to go into the intermission here, and I think we'll be sending it down to Tyler. Either way, this is a crazy game. Stay with us. We'll see what they sort out with the penalties here in the third.
Tyler Rodriguez joined here with Kyle Easley. Kyle, a strange end to that second period. What's kind of been the energy out there on the ice? It seems very cagey from outside looking in.
Well, obviously, that was a big fight at the end, but next period we got to calm down. We have stuff to play for. It's a 2-1 game in States. We'll see what happens with Winston, but in the end of the day, we got to calm down, cool off, and try to worry about the next game, and if we make it there.
How confident are you feeling about your team closing out this one if it is to go on without Winston Sweet?
Game's not over. Anything can happen. We'll see what happens. Winston's a good player. Obviously, that hurts, but hey, we can do it without him. We can do it with him. So let's see what happens.
Kyle, thank you. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, welcome back to the Flemington Ice Arena here for the third period of Central versus Middletown North. We got a bit of a different lineup here in the third period after those penalties at the end of the second. I'm sure everyone's wondering, what might have happened with that. So Winston Sweet is ejected from this game, and Joseph Wall is also ejected from this game for Middletown North. Jack Turner is sitting in the penalty box for Middletown North. He is in there for 2 minutes, I believe, for a high stick. Meyer is still in, and it's a 4-on. There are 4 skaters on either side right now, just to clear things up. Flynn is going to get on it here for Central. John Flynn with a shot. That one was a riser that missed the net. Catalano's going to battle with it in there against quite a few Middletown North players, and this is going to be brought back the other way. Here is Dunn. Bit of a different defensive situation now with Sweet no longer skating for Central. Here's Easley. Easley, send it over for Flynn. Flynn is going to find Catalano. Central now with a power play, and there's a save there by Carmody.
Definitely a big shift in the game after that altercation in at the end of the second period. Definitely going to change some tides for both teams as they lose key players for their rosters.
Well, situations like that, you just got to move past it and just keep your head in the game for everyone else who's out there right now. So, and we just got to focus on hockey here, as that was a pretty big altercation, but that happens. It's the playoffs. It is what it is. Hopefully there's no longer suspensions for any of those guys, and see what happens here. This one's going to be sent out. McMillan way out of his cage. He's going to send it up to safety there as Caden Kirk for Middletown North tries to bring it the other way here. Oh, and there's a nice, he almost, easily almost got through there. Flynn. Oh, he pulled from behind there, but no call there as Caden Kirk got his hand tied up in the padding of Flynn. Here goes Meyer, and they're going to say Catalano went across the blue line early, so it's going to be an offside. $13-17 to go in regulation here, and we do have to remember the fact that this is still a really close game between these teams.
Yep.
It's just 2-1. One goal separates the teams, and there's been plenty of opportunities either way. And
yeah, Hunterdon Central must maintain a tight ship in order to maintain this lead, or even potentially capitalize on this lead.
Here's Yarrow. Yarrow tries to send it forward for Kelleher. Kelleher working his way, sends it off the stick of Henry Schneider, who's seeing some ice time for the first time tonight. Murphy tried to play it back for Schneider. This one comes into the center. There's a shot for Kelleher, and that one's just wide of the net. Yarrow pinching in. Oh, and a nice hit there from Murphy into the boards on Greg Bonchek. And now this will be collected by Matos. Behind the net here. And he's sent up. And Morali couldn't stay with it. And at the end of his shift, Murphy would send it back in. This one's going to be sent down all the way to McMillan. He'll leave it for Dunn. Griffin Dunn from behind the net. Look up for Schneider. Schneider, tape-to-tape pass for Catalano, who takes a shot and a save made by Carmody. See if Central can start to control the momentum here, as, I mean, now Middletown North missing their top goal scorer in Joseph Wall. Oh, and that one, almost had a chance to flutter into the net there. Oh, it's right through the legs of Immorali and back into the zone for Central. Puck went off the face of Turnbull. Stayed in for a second there, but here comes the Lions into the zone. Marnaza tried to send one towards net, but Flynn was in the way. And one went off the skates in front there as Cherney tried to bring it in. And around from behind, they come right in front of the net, and McMillan alertly jumps on that loose puck.
That was a close one.
Was a close one. Dangerous spot for that puck there, and there was definitely a couple Middletown players that could have got a poke on it. Now Jack Turner will get back out there, number 21 for Middletown North. He was serving a penalty for 2 minutes at the beginning of that period. That one came right in front. They score. And just as we mentioned him, I believe that was Jack Turner who had the finish right through the 5-hole of McMillan.
And
it
the goalie
would be Turner.
And the goalie's out of the box.
Yeah, I think Carmody's pretty excited. He's been a pretty big part in keeping this team in it, and now it's a tie game. Central really needs to pick up the action here in this third period, because they're now in a dangerous situation with a Middletown North team that's got a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Here's Easley trying to turn the tide with a couple moves. He does that quite often late in games. Look at Easley go with a couple nice moves there. This puck bounces off the boards. It's free for a second there. Now Forbes will collect it, try and send it in. Cherney stopped it for Middletown North, but Easley gets back on it for Central. This one had a chance for Murphy to play it. Couldn't quite get on it. Here comes Turner again. Jack Turner skating into the zone, gets to the corner. Yarrow pins him up there. And Murphy's able to find it in his sticks and send it out. Gingerly enough that it won't be an icing. Possessed here by the Lions, and this one bounces off a couple guys in front for Central. But look out, here comes Teresi, all in. There's a nice stop by McMillan as Teresi couldn't quite keep the handle, and McMillan's pad happened to be in the right place.
This game is tight, and both teams must maintain a tight ship to get the win. And it's definitely a very stressful game for fans and players alike.
Yeah, definitely getting a little stressed up here. I'm missing some of my words. I can tell right away that I'm definitely stressed about this game when I can't quite focus on what I'm doing, because I'm just a little nervous. Hoping these guys continue and advance in this playoff bracket. It would stink for another early exit. They had the early exit last year against Hillsborough. They weren't expecting to be out after that game, and they definitely could have gone a lot further, and they don't want the same thing to happen tonight here. And here comes Catalano. They can change that right here, right now. Catalano has Meyer with him, sends it. Oh, and Meyer was right at the doorstep, and it just didn't connect. It was Turnbull who had a chance there, trying to send it. I mean, it was the right play. There's just sometimes at that speed, that's just a hard play to make. Caden Kirk from behind the net. This one will come across to Shane Harrison. Harrison will take a shot. That one had an awkward bounce in front of the net. That could have been dangerous, but McMillan was there. And here comes Meyer. Meyer intercepts the pass. He sends it off the boards. Czerny turned it the other way. So it will be an offside here.
My knees are shaking by how stressful this game is.
And there is still so much game left here. 9:02 left in this third period here, and a lot can happen in that time. So hopefully Central can send it their way.
And
going to come all the way back here for Forbes.
they cannot draw if no one gets on the board within this 9-minute stretch. OT might happen.
OT will happen. OT happens in the regular season, except a draw happens at the end. In this case, they'll just keep going.
There's no
At least
shootout.
that's what
in
I've
hockey.
been told.
There's no shootout, right?
So what are they calling here? There's a call happening. It looks like they're bringing Yarrow and I believe that's Czerny into the box. No, that is Imbrali.
It's so tough when you're like a player that has very tall and who has physicality that it's pretty easy to get a penalty called on you.
Yeah, I think they said that Yarrow had a high stick there, but I mean, I didn't quite see what happened, but both guys end up in the penalty box, and it's going to stay 5-on-5. That one is blocked in front. Dunn has a nice stick lift there. That frees up the puck here. Now Murphy. Murphy tries to make a move, and a big open ice hit there. That breaks Murphy's stick. Stick is left on the ice. What a hit from the Middletown North player. There's a shot and a nice stop by McMillan. He's got to stay calm there as Middletown North is buzzing. That one's wide of the net. Czerny with a shot. That's wide. This one's kept in there. Central needs to get on this puck. Flynn is able to send it forward for Easley. This one's behind Kelleher, but he's able to get on it. Kelleher is going to send it into the zone. And another big hit there. The Central players. Central needs to start returning some of these hits. Here's Easley. Easley tries to go the other way. He gets bodied as well. Jack Turner again in there. Turner having a big night. That shot, and there's a good stop by McMillan. And the energy has risen up in this building.
Definitely for the Middletown side. I mean, Hunterdon Central student section is kind of dead quiet right now.
Yeah, Central needs to give this section something to cheer about to get this momentum rolling the right way. 7:31 in the third, and I hasn't been looking great so far in this one. Central needs to really get on their horse here. Turnbull almost won it back. That one's wide of the net. Here's Meyer. Meyer flicks it ahead. Too far for Turnbull and Catalano. Oh, but this one comes off the stick in front. Here's Turnbull with a shot and a save made by the goaltender Carmody. Meyer tries to send it across, but it's to Matos instead of anyone he wanted. Here's Turnbull. Turnbull keeps it in. Turnbull with a chance. Turnbull is tripped. There's going to be a penalty here coming up, and they'll get the touch.
Looks like it's hooking.
Looks like, yes, it looks like it will be a hooking call. And it looks like it'll be Jack Turner again here.
Jack Turner is a very physical player, so if you're definitely a physical player in hockey, it's definitely very difficult to not get penalties called on you.
Yeah, I mean, Turner, he's played a great game tonight, but he's definitely been in the box pretty frequently. But he is the reason this team tied it back up. He's had a lot of good plays tonight, some great open ice hits, and it's just been quite the game. So Meyer will take the draw here. This is a massive opportunity for Central here. They need, if no goal, they need at least some puck pressure and some extra energy, because I mean this has been one that they need to put together here. Oh, that one almost came across. And they'll keep it in. Oh, and Turnbull fans on it. This one goes to the corner. Easley is going to search for it there. He'll get on it. He'll circle behind the net, and one's not quite on for Flynn, so it comes out of the zone. Turnbull gets it up to Meyer. Meyer to Easley. That one was sent across there right in front of the net, but there was no one there. Easley to Catalano. Catalano will drop it back for Meyer. He'll send it to Turnbull. Turnbull to Flynn. Flynn with a shot. That one came off in front. Flynn's going to keep it in. Flynn couldn't get it past the stick of, I believe that was Teresi. It was Teresi who got in front of Flynn there, and now Turnbull will track back for it. With a minute to go in this power play, Central's going to set up another rush here. Here is Easley. Easley's going to work his way in. He'll send it behind the net. Catalano tries to get on it and eventually finds its way to Meyer. Catalano back on it again here. Catalano with a nice move. There's a shot from Turnbull that gets sticked wide, and now Harrison will get on it here from Middletown North. Shane Harrison had a man up ahead. It's a good stick from Turnbull to stop that rush, but look out as Harrison's coming in fast. McMillan almost didn't realize he was there. I don't know if McMillan ever saw him as he came up to the back of McMillan before he could make a move. Here's Meyer. Meyer with 16 to go on the power play here. Meyer's going to work his way in. Meyer sent it in the center looking for Kelleher. It didn't quite make it. Here's Turnbull. Oh, and he sent that across. Here's a chance for Forbes. He takes a shot. That one is still loose in front. Turnbull's got to remember Turner's there. He's able to flip it back, looking for Easley. On a nice move there from Turnbull. Turnbull eventually sends it in. There's so much happening there in that center zone. It's been back and forth and back and forth all night long. Here's Griffin Dunn. Can't get it past the stick of Bonchik. Here's a chance for Turner. He has been dangerous tonight, and a nice stop from McMillan. 4:16 to go in regulation here. This has turned into quite the nail biter here at Flemington Ice.
Yeah, my heart. My heart, like, it's not a good thing if I were to acting
There's
up,
a save from McMillan there off the face-off.
This is a very stressful game. Not gonna lie, I'm a little scared right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I am too. Murphy's able to win that one back. Here's Yarrow. Lucas Yarrow. He's got that big frame. He can throw the body around a bit. So sent back in here. Here's Forbes. Forbes went off a referee there and got onto Teresi's stick, but now it's taken away by Central. Here's Murphy. And Kelleher, it's across a little too early there, so it will be an offside.
Very rowdy right now.
There's some parents up there yelling.
I mean, some staff members have came out to show support for Hunterdon Central tonight. I mean, it's really good to see people in our community and our staff supporting our players.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them over there. I see a couple familiar faces. So I can get some faces to names. Mr. Spencer in attendance. He is obviously the athletic director, frequent at these games.
Yeah, frequent attendee. I mean, he's one of the nicest people on Hunterdon Central for sure. I mean, he's my fellow LSU fan in New Jersey. Go Tigers.
And they come. That's Marno's. That one got dangerous right in front of McMillan's crease, and he puts the glove down to stop play.
That was a huge stop made by McMillan. I mean, the last goal that he let in was in the 5-hole, and he needs to lock that up.
I mean, it wasn't even really a shot that he had to defend there. I mean, there was a shot from far out that he had to handle, but it was really just to get his hand down before that puck was poked. Catalano with a nice block there. That one stung. Here comes the odd man rush for Central. And there's a shot from Griffin Meyer that is stopped by Carmody. Dunn. Send that one all the way into Carmody as well. Couple nice opportunities there for Central. Michael Carmody has been strong tonight. He's had an up and down season, but he's really put it together tonight.
Some beast was unlocked tonight. He's been standing on his head against our barrage.
It's been quite hard to score on tonight. Here's Dunn. Got a stick in front. Meyer almost got on it. Turnbull tried to steer it for Dunn. He did, but it was a couple players bearing down on him. Flynn will fight with Turner in the corner. Turner ended up getting a shot that almost banked off the back of McMillan. Harrison, he'll put it in the corner. Here's Dunn. Dunn gonna put it up for Meyer. Meyer flicks it ahead, looking for Catalano, who got behind the defense. Here is Turnbull. Turnbull gonna work it across. There was no one there for Turnbull's pass. Here comes Turner. Turner really stepped up in this third period. Joseph Wall no longer skating. Teresi is going to drop it back for Cherney. That one's poked along. Teresi back again, right in front. And that one's handled there by Central defensively. Here's Meyer. Meyer will flick a shot at the goaltender Carmody, trying to catch him sleeping, but was unable to do that and was able to get the change for Central there. Forbes was able to send that one in after a nice defensive play to cancel out the rush. This one's dropped in. Yarrow has a chance at it. He's able to get to it. This one eventually comes back to Yarrow from the return pass from Forbes. This one is slid forward. Marnoza had a chance there. Marnoza tries to get back on it there as Murphy's now going to skate through. Easley has to take it back out. He'll send it in. Kelleher, there's no one around him. He's able to get to it. Kelleher trying to fight for it there as Murphy sends it back the other way. Here's Yarrow. Yarrow will pinch it in. That was Meyer fighting for it behind. Oh my goodness, he had an open net in front there. Meyer had a chance there to go a wraparound, but just couldn't quite stay on his stick. This one dropped in back behind the net here. Here is Turner. Jack Turner has been very dangerous with the puck on his stick tonight. Gets back on it. There's another shot. A save made by McMillan. Sharp angle shot, easy to handle. And now Turnbull. Turnbull with a move. Turnbull working his way in. Here is Meyer. Meyer with a nice move. That one's blocked away in front. And look out, it's an odd man rush here. It's Matos with Turner. And they're going to say they're in offside. I think John Flynn might have had a perfect time little push there on the back of Jack Turner. I saw it. He kind of gave him a little bump, and I think that might have done it.
Yeah, it was good back checking by John Flynn, creating an offside situation, benefiting us right now in the short period of time as it goes into overtime.
My goodness, and it will take more minutes to solve this one.
Whoever scores this will be the hero of the game.
Well, folks, we are here for overtime here at the Flemington Ice Arena. First round of the NJSIAA, love the name, playoffs is going to overtime here. Central, 2-2 game. They've looked good. They've looked bad. It's been kind of a all-around game. No consistency. It's just a rough one. I mean, there's been a lot of chippiness, a lot of missed calls, missed defense formations, missed offensive opportunities. It's been rather sloppy tonight, but hopefully Central can pull it together here in this overtime and really just send them to the next round. That would be great.
Yeah, for sure, and definitely it's going to be a chippy one for the fans as well. If whoever scores the game-winning goal, it's definitely going to cause some chippiness among the fans.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking, a lot of loud noises happening, so should be an interesting finish here. Stick with us, stay tuned, and hopefully Central's able to pull this one out.
Yeah, let's hope.
So I'm going to bring it in here, just a couple closing remarks so Central can get themselves together and put one in the back of the net here to keep their season alive. Matt Flynn's going to be the first one to skate out behind the blue line, and
might be talking to McMillan, trying to get him in the head of the game, giving him like a good luck tap.
I mean, this is as big a moment as any. This is the season right here for Central. They need to play some of their best hockey that they've played all year. They need to play their best hockey, not some of their best hockey right now. They need it, and hopefully they can keep this season going. Definitely been quite the up and down year for Central, and just to get a nice deep playoff run would really make it all worth it here. We'll set up for the face-off here as Turnbull will skate between the defensemen to face off against Teresi. The rest have been quite busy in this one with a lot of situations going on. The altercation at the end of the second, a bunch of other serious issues, but hopefully we won't see too much reffing in the overtime period here. Turnbull will send it in here for Central. Carmody left it for Czerny. So drop back to Flynn. Flynn will keep it in here for Central. Drop it behind the net for Catalano. That chance there. Open chance there for Meyer. He was almost able to get on it. Bounces off a Turner in front there. And now Meyer will take it away. Turnbull was knocked down in open ice. No call. Here comes Harrison. He'll dump in. Dunn tried to find Catalano, but it bounced up high on the boards and missed his stick. Maddow can't get it past the stick of Turnbull. Turnbull tries to settle it here and send it in. He is able to do so eventually with a couple nice moves, but eventually Jack Turner's able to get on it for the Lions. This one's dumped in. Dunn. Turner, shot that's wide. Catalano fighting for it there as Dunn's able to find the stick of Meyer. Meyer throws it in eventually there. Goes behind the net. Flynn's able to get a beat on it, sends a shot at the crease, and Murphy might have had a chance if there was any rebound given, but there wasn't.
That was a good opportunity by Hunterdon Central. Could have ended the game right there.
Yeah, I mean, they needed something to go a little bit more right than that to end the game, but see here. There's Murphy on the faceoff. Kelleher couldn't stay with it. This one's flicked out. Kelleher gets back on it. Here's Yarrow to Forbes. Forbes is trying to find Murphy. Didn't quite get it to him. Here comes offensive Browley, who shrugs off the check. There's a shot and a good save from McMillan. This one sent back out. That one almost hit me
It
as
almost
I
hit
was
us.
standing here.
Almost hit my glasses, man. I would have been blind.
Was leaning over the boards, and that one got flicked up there by Bonchik, and it's going to be a face-off here at the right dot, just outside of the blue line here for Robbie Turnbull. Turnbull essentially won it back and was sent in. This one comes to the stick of Flynn. Flynn's going to lift it into the zone. Shane Harrison on it here for Middletown North, and in they come. It's chance number 43. One of the captains of this team, not on my sheet, unfortunately. He's been all over the rink tonight. Here comes Meyer. He gets ahead. Meyer. Oh my goodness, it stayed out. Central started to celebrate like it was in. How did that puck not go in? And this one's going to go all the way down, and Dunn will let it ice. Let's take a moment to process what just happened there. It looked like Griffin Meyer ended the game, but apparently not.
That was really a close opportunity. I thought it went in myself, not going to lie.
It looked like he found the space. It looked like he put it through, but maybe it caught the skate of Carmody or it went off the post. I can't quite tell what happened there. Guys behind the net raised their arms like it was a goal, but I guess didn't quite make it over the line. It's got to make it all the way across the line in hockey, not like football where it touches that line and it's in.
Or even the pylon.
Or even the pylon. It's going to slide behind the net. It's collected here by Matto. This one moved up and flicked ahead, looking for Turner. Turner couldn't get his stick on it. It's going to be an ice here as it did not find the stick of Morrow. They don't call the ice, which is quite interesting. Here goes Matto. This one almost kept in by Easley. And here comes Middletown as that one goes all the way over the netting behind Matt McMillan's cage and finds its way, I think, into the skate rental.
Yeah, it's on the roof.
Area over there.
It's on the roof. That's going to be a pain to get out.
I don't even think that's on the roof. I think the roof kind of ends halfway across the skate rental area, and then I think that just went in there.
This is going to be a pain to get out. I mean, there's a lot of, shelving in there.
That one came back, and a look out right in front, and Forbes had an alert stick there to really save the game, essentially, and that one is past Cherney, so they get it out. Central was in dire straits right there. Harrison sent it ahead for Imbrali. Flynn puts it forward for Easley. Easley with a nice move to keep himself going. Easley gets it up to Kelleher. Kelleher tried to put it behind the net to Easley. Didn't quite find his stick, but Murphy's there. He keeps it in. Murphy with a nice strong forecheck. Almost was able to turn that into something, but couldn't quite get there. Here comes, and it's a knockdown there. No call there. That was Marnaza who had the puck for Middletown North. Nice press up against the boards there from Murphy on Marnaza. Marnaza, he's got an interesting name, but he's a good hockey player. That shot had a chance to go in on McMillan there as he was on the other side of the crease. Cherney left it for Marnaza. There's a shot from Cherney, blocked away. That was Kelleher got in front of it. Easley is able to do well there to get it to Kelleher, and Kelleher will send it in. Central will get a change here. Kelleher comes back in. Catalano is able to get on the ice. So drop back to Flynn. Flynn sees some open ice and he takes it. He takes a shot. He almost scored. That was off the pipe. Oh my goodness, John Flynn almost took a game-winning goal from the blue line.
I thought that went in.
Oh my goodness, I thought it went in too, but I guess it went off the pipe, no goal.
Oh my God.
Flynn keeps it in. Flynn gets back on it here. John Flynn creating quite a bit of offense for this team. This one's dropped back to Turnbull. Turnbull makes a move. Turnbull with a shot. That one's stopped by Carmody. Turnbull stays with it. Some extended pressure here from Central. Dunn can't quite get on it. Now Central has to get back. And they do. A good job by Central to get back there. And Flynn with a nice glove save, and the student section will bang the boards. Oh my goodness, I thought this game was over.
Me too.
I'm pretty sure Michael Carmody thought this game was over as well, as he heard that one bounce behind him. My goodness. So we still have 8:36 to go in this first period of overtime. So Kelleher will make his way to the faceoff dot. He's able to win it back. Yarrow is able to send it to Easley. Easley can't quite get it out. Forbes being harassed by Turner. Forbes with a good move on Turner. He's able to get it to Kelleher's stick, but not out. That one's eventually sent up by Meyer. Meyer's still out there with Easley and Kelleher. Meyer's able to get a nice poke check there, and this one's sent back in for Central. Maddo's able to get on it here. Maddo sends it into the corner. Now this is taken again here by the Lions. And Kelleher's able to get on it again for Central. That was sticked away in front. There's a big shot opportunity, and McMillan stares him down with the glove.
Way to go, McMillan, staying calm under that pressurous situation after a banked pass that went wrong.
7:44 to go. Tense moments here. Central thought they had the win twice in a row. It was Meyer who looked like he had it, and then Flynn with the random shot drive from the blue line that got behind Carmody, and now this is going to be winded around. Harrison, the rebound in front, and McMillan's there to make this stop. My goodness, that rebound almost spelled doom for Central.
This has been a very chippy, nerve-wracking game for both sides. I mean, fans are banging at the boards at every opportunity.
If you look at the whole broadcast booth right now, there are hands on mouths and nails being bitten, and here comes, oh my goodness!
It
didn't go in!
It went bar
Turnbull
down.
again, we thought it went bar down as well. The refs still haven't said a goal. This one comes back up. Oh my goodness, this game has gone crazy. Now Central has thought they've won 3 times, and Bradley over the center, and here's Flynn. Flynn's going to roll it around. He thought he had a game-winning goal. Turnbull now thought he had a game-winning goal. I mean, this game, it's insane. It's like there's a magnet on that post. Here's Dunn. Dunn almost got it to Henry Schneider. There's a shot that's over the net. Turner trying to find it in his skates. Dunn unable to shoulder off Turner. It's a nice shot and a good stop from McMillan there. Catalano gets it to Turnbull. Turnbull's going to work his way in. Turnbull. No penalty called there, as Turnbull looked like he was tripped, but it looked kind of clean. There wasn't really much there. This one comes in with Turner having a beat on that puck. McMillan alertly freezes. My goodness. 6 minutes to go in this overtime period.
To be honest, I thought that goal by Turnbull should have gone called and went in. It went bar down.
Did go bar down, but maybe it went bar down and out. Dangerous spot there, and now Central has a chance to break it away. 2-on-2. Here's Kelleher. Carmody was looking for it like he hadn't quite gotten it. He had that one clear as day. Central showed a little bit more offense in this OT period. There's a face-off win from Kelleher. Forbes with a drive. This one got to the center. Oh my goodness, Murphy almost had a game-winning assist there as he was looking for Easley. Yarrow can't quite play it right, but he sends it back in. Out of harm's way. Here's Maddow. Maddow is going to play it up the boards to Kirk. But a missed pass, and Kelleher has an opportunity with it, but he couldn't quite do anything with it. They won't call offsides, and there's a save made by McMillan. Swept away there by Easley, but he couldn't quite get on it. That was right in front of the net. And a good stick there from the defenseman. I believe that was Forbes. Maddow's going to send it ahead. Send it ahead, not sent it. This one's going to go across, and Murphy with a game-saving stick. As Kirk was all alone in front of the net. Meyer sticks it away. Here comes Griffin Meyer. Harrison was coming back, and the save made. In front, oh goodness me. Looked like Meyer might have it in front of the net again. Right there, Meyer has been all over the ice in this overtime period. Here they come, back the other way. There's a shot and a save made by McMillan on Jake Turner. And the student section is jumping up and down.
Central just needs that lucky goal to get it in. Both teams need a lucky goal, but it's definitely a very stressful overtime period with only 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock.
So Turnbull will try and win that back. Marnaz is able to get on it. This one drops down, and Browley is almost not quite together as now they're able to control it. Middletown North is, and Harrison goes sharp angle. Dangerous location, but McMillan's able to find it as it went off of his mask. This game has been one of the most back and forth hockey games I have watched here in this building for sure. Has everyone standing.
I agree. Everyone is standing on their feet. Everyone wants that big goal for their squad. It's definitely going to probably lead some aggression maybe in the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, some people are standing and some people are sitting with their eyes closed. Oh, just wide of the net there. Dangerous play there as McMillan was a little bit over. You could see the positioning wasn't quite there. Here they come. With a shot, McMillan swallows it up. Central's got to get out of their end here. 3:44, this might be going to 2 overtime periods.
Lots of stick taps from both sides on the boards.
One back by Turnbull. This one rifled around. All the way up to Catalano. Catalano sends it up. Had Turnbull. Turnbull couldn't quite find it. Catalano sends it back into the zone, and now Middletown North will send it away. Oh, that one comes in front. Here's Meyer. He scored, but they're calling it offsides. And oh my goodness, we're standing here. We have a good vantage point. Mariah, did that go offsides?
I don't think so.
I don't know. It didn't look like it did, but oh boy, is that a buzzkill?
Oh my God.
My goodness, the line judge calls it. There's no reviews in high school hockey, so we play on. Here's Meyer. Can he do it finally, for real? No, save made by Carmody. This one comes back the other way. Here comes Teresi. Teresi with a chance. Save made by McMillan. He made the rebound too. This one comes out to Harrison. That's out of the zone, and Harrison has to track back for it. Here's Maddow. Maddow flicks it in. That's on McMillan. McMillan will freeze just to stop with the craziness at both ends. My goodness, now let's count it. What are we at? 4 Central goals that were called back. I mean, they're not goals, obviously. They didn't go in, but man, oh man, it felt like this game should have been over 4 times over.
Yeah, I mean, McMillan's been trying to keep us in as well.
It's been amazing, what McMillan has been able to do. Now, if that wasn't off, then our goal certainly wasn't off, but we play on here regardless. You know, refs can only do as good as they can. They don't have replay technology, and there's a nice move there from the Middletown player. Save made by McMillan. He's been good with the glove tonight. 2:27 to go in the first overtime.
If it goes too late, I don't know. I might have to call out a day.
I was planning on studying for psych after this, but I don't know.
I have to study for an environmental science test. Ooh.
Here's Forbes. He'll get it all the way out. And I guess they're going to say no icing here. Maddow couldn't get it past the skates of Easley. Here's Turner. Turner almost lost his edge. Murphy was almost able to get it out and skate away with it, but he couldn't quite control it. Comes into the corner. Turner with a move. Blocked away in front by Yarrow. He comes up big there with his leg. Forbes. Forbes moving it in. That Forbes couldn't quite make his way down. Here's Easley. Easley. Work his way. Easley. Tried to bat it back. Oh, now Turnbull will get it on. Easley tried to bat it back for Kelleher. Here's Turnbull with a shot and a save made by Carmody. Easley fanned on his pass, and this will come all the way back out to center here as Griffin Dunn settles the puck. Griffin Dunn will get it across for Turnbull. Turnbull with a move. Oh, he couldn't string the second one. Meyer couldn't quite get to it, but look out. They will get icing. He did not win the race to the dot, so this will be an offensive zone faceoff here for Central with 1:04 to go in the first overtime. Man, oh man, has this been crazy.
Yeah, it has. Both sides have been having equal amounts of scoring chances. Central had 1 goal called back because of offsides, and we can't have instant replay like in the NHL.
Here's a chance for Myers. Save made by Carmody. This one sent up. And Browley trying to win the race, and that's going to be an icing as McMillan lifts his equipment up. It's going to be another offensive zone faceoff for Central here.
With 57.5 seconds left in the period.
Man, oh man, 57.5. Who can be the hero tonight? Turnbull's going to take the draw with Catalano, Flynn, and Meyer. Griffin Dunn is the far back man here near the blue line. Some discussion, unclear what about, but
probably about lines.
I guess it's a timeout issue, trying to figure out who's got what. So Turnbull able to win it back. Here's Dunn. Dunn with a shot that's blocked away in front. Dunn's able to settle it and send it to Flynn. Flynn's going to chip it in. And that will be an icing as Flynn was behind the net, but they'll wave it off. This one's dumped in. Dunn. That one was almost snatched up there. Harrison, and a good stop by McMillan, a jumping save. 29-5.
Always thank your goalie. That was a huge save by Matthew McMillan. Huge.
It looked like it might have changed direction on him in front.
There's only approximately 30 seconds left in the period. By the way this is playing, it's most likely going to second overtime.
Well, hopefully that's not going to happen here. Hopefully Central can do it on this rush. Here comes Turnbull. Turnbull streaking in. He scores! Robbie Turnbull! Game-winning goal! And Central's going to move on! The hero! What a goal from Turnbull! McMillan stayed in the entire time, and Central will go! The hero! And it's been off the post, off the pipe, off sides, but Turnbull does it in a most dramatic fashion with 19 seconds to go.
Poor goalie on the poor Carmody.
It's been a big game from both sides, and Central feeling very fortunate to come out on top there.
Robbie Turnbull, the hero of the game.
Stay with us for the post-game interview, post-game reactions from players. But that's all for me and Mariah. Have a good night, everyone.
Tyler Rodriguez post-game here live on HCTV. Mike Murphy, his dad, and of course Robbie Turnbull, his dad. Robbie, with that game-winning goal, just oh my God! Talk to us about those emotions.
I mean, there's not much to say. You know, OT, 19 seconds left in the first round of states. Should have brought it home in regulation, but nothing better than an OT win to send you to the next round.
And are you disappointed? Obviously, it didn't end earlier.
No, I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, that was awesome. Getting down with the guys down there, I'd do it all again if I could.
And now towards your dad here. Obviously, you've seen your son coach him now since he probably could skate. I mean, what is the emotions like for you, kind of seeing him develop into not only the player he is, but the young man he's becoming?
It's funny you bring it up because you think about it all game long. I woke up this morning thinking about this could be the last game I ever coach them. And I've coached most of these guys since they were in third grade. And to see them move on like this is just, it's awesome. It's awesome.
And now for you, Mike, what has it meant for you to play under your dad here? Obviously, you got your first goal here, had a successful season. What has this season meant for you?
I mean, it's meant a lot. It's one of my last seasons of hockey ever, so it does mean a lot to play with these guys. I played with these guys for years. Like, I've known them forever. It does mean a lot.
And for you, is this playoff run a bit more special now? Obviously, you have some more sentimentality with your son, with his friends. Does this kind of make it seem like kind of like the last ride in a way?
No, not right now. Down the road it will be, but no.
And what's the preparation going to be like this upcoming game, probably Friday, Watchung Hills? If they win, it's here. If not, against Manalapan.
Yeah, either Watchung Hills or Manalapan. We played both teams, so we're just going to keep going one day at a time, and it's a resilient group, and we'll see how it goes. But these guys are going to have a very good effort the next time we play.
Well, thank you. Thank you as well. Thank you to all four of you. Congratulations on the win, and good luck the rest of the way. That'll do it for us here. Stay tuned for future events. Have a good night.